Have you ever found yourself just, well, utterly stuck? Hitting a frustrating brick wall with whatever you're trying to achieve.
Hmm.
Or maybe you've made a really quick decision, feeling super confident about it at the time, only to look back later and just think, what was I really thinking?
Oh, definitely. That second guessing.
Exactly. That feeling that something's just off. Like a subtle blockage stopping things from flowing properly. Or maybe it's that urge to rush things, and it just consistently leads to, well, unexpected pitfalls. It's a really human experience, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Very common.
Well, today we're diving deep into those exact feelings. We're drawing from some really profound, let's say, ancient wisdom, some philosophical texts that offer incredible insights.
Yeah, the sources we've been looking at, they don't just skim the surface, do they? They really explore these often overlooked, profound aspects of life's challenges.
Right. We're talking about things like lack of provision, a concept our sources call al-risk, which, as we'll see, is way more than just money.
Much broader.
And also the surprising, often hidden downsides of what looks like overconfidence and haste when we make decisions.
That's right. And what's so compelling, I think, about this material is how it insists that these aren't just, external hurdles or bad luck that just happens to us.
Right, not just random events.
No. Instead, these challenges are rooted in really deep-seated internal states. So our mission today really is to unpack the why behind these common struggles. We want to reveal the surprising interconnectedness that, honestly, most of us just don't see on the surface.
So looking underneath our actions.
Exactly. Looking beneath the visible actions to uncover these hidden currents that are actually profoundly shaping our reality and, our day-to-day experiences.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We're going to start by really delving into what truly blocks our provision, or al-risk, in life, understanding these deeper internal obstacles first. And then after that, we'll shift gears and try to understand the surprising, profound roots of haste, especially when it shows up in people who seem, outwardly really confident and decisive.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's kick off with al-risk. I think for most of us, when we hear the word provision, our minds immediately jump to something tangible, right? Like
Yeah.
a steady job, money in the bank, maybe food on the table.
That's standard association, yeah. Material things.
But the ancient wisdom traditions we're looking at today, they really challenge that narrow view, don't they? They invite us into something much deeper, much more expansive.
They really do. According to these sources, risk isn't simply material sustenance, though. It definitely includes that, let's be clear.
Okay.
But it's described more as like a manifestation of how aligned you are with the universe's fundamental laws and what the sources call divine principles.
Alignment.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so like being in sync.
Exactly. Think of it like a harmonious, almost effortless flow, a deep resonance with the underlying order of existence, where everything you actually need, and that's not just money, comes to you with a certain ease when you're truly in sync.
That sounds nice. Effortless flow.
Well, ideally.
Mm.
And so, consequently, the blockages to this flow, they aren't just isolated actions like, forgetting to save money or missing one opportunity.
Right, not just practical mistakes.
No. They're described as existential and inner states that fundamentally disrupt this harmony, this deeper alignment. It's a really holistic view, isn't it?
Yeah.
It considers your whole being, not just your external efforts.
Wow. That's a really powerful reframing. It suggests that if provision isn't flowing smoothly in your life, it might not just be about what you're doing on the outside, but maybe something deeper inside you, something, I don't know, energetic or spiritual that's just out of alignment.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And our sources identify 6 really profound blockages to this deeper form of al-risk. Each one points to a specific, often subtle inner state.
Okay, 6 of them. Let's hear the first one.
So the first is called the veil of heedlessness. In Arabic, hijab al-ghafla and musabib al-asbab.
Okay, the veil of heedlessness. What does that mean exactly? It sounds deeper than just forgetting things.
It is. It goes far beyond just, say, neglecting a prayer or some spiritual practice. It's described as a profound, almost complete unawareness of the divine as the ultimate provider and manager of everything.
Wow, complete unawareness.
Yeah, it's an internal state where a person lives as if they are the sole, absolute actor in their own life. They're convinced their successes are purely self-generated.
So they might acknowledge, luck or maybe help from others, but deep down they think, I did this.
Exactly. Deep down they forget or maybe never fully realized that their own strength, their efforts, their very existence, these are just means tools that were brought into being by an ultimate cause. by the true source of all means.
The source puts it like a fish forgetting the water it swims in, taking its whole environment for granted.
That's a great way to think about it, taking the very medium for granted.
So it's not just forgetting to say thank you, but almost forgetting there's a giver to thank in the first place, like believing you built the entire house, brick by brick, yourself, without acknowledging the land it's on, or the tools, or even the blueprint.
Perfectly put. You become so focused on your own effort that you lose sight of the foundational support system.
And what's the impact of that? This veil.
Well, this deep heedlessness, it acts like a thick veil, as the name suggests. It literally prevents the light of blessing, or baraka, which is this kind of imperceptible increase in qualitative growth we'll talk more about, from truly permeating one's life.
So even if you get material things.
Right. Even if the stuff comes, it lacks that inner essence, that feeling of fulfillment or true benefit. It's like an energetic dimming. Think about it. Have you ever worked incredibly hard, achieved some major goal, and then felt this unexpected emptiness? Or found the success didn't quite satisfy you the way you thought it would?
Yeah, I think many people can relate to that hollow victory feeling.
That very subtle sense of something missing. That could actually be this veil at work. It drains the joy and the meaning from what you've acquired.
That's fascinating. How often do we, maybe without even realizing it, attribute all our success just to our own grit, our cleverness, our hard work, and completely overlook the underlying forces or, the greater systems that made those efforts even possible?
It happens all the time.
It sounds like this veil makes us feel totally alone and solely responsible for everything, which frankly sounds exhausting.
It is a heavy burden to carry.
Okay, so if that's the first inner curtain blocking our flow, what's another way our internal state can, inadvertently cut off our provision?
Right. Moving on to the second blockage, this one's called the extinguishing light of certainty in the heart, or intifa nur al yakin fil qalb.
Extinguishing light sounds quite dramatic.
It is quite profound. This is much deeper than just having a weak sense of reliance or tawakkul, trust in the divine.
Okay.
It's described as an internal shaking, a deep wavering of certainty that what is with the divine, the unseen, the potential, the ultimate good, is truly better and more enduring than anything we can grasp or control right here in the material world.
So it's not about denying a higher power exists.
No, not necessarily.
But doubting its actual capacity or maybe its willingness to provide completely, like, yeah, maybe God exists, but can I really count on that for my rent?
That's a very practical way of putting it, yes. That inner doubt, even if you never say it out loud, it places the soul in this constant state of anxiety.
Oh, anxiety again.
Yes. It drives this frantic, sometimes almost obsessive pursuit of what our sources call the mirage of material security. You're constantly chasing this illusion of safety that by its very nature can never be fully grasped or provide ultimate peace.
Because it's a mirage.
Exactly. And this state of perpetual anxiety, it doesn't just exhaust your mental and emotional energy, it significantly scatters your human energy, making it really difficult to receive with ease, mind you, both spiritual and material provisions.
It's like trying to catch water in a sieve. You put in all the effort, but the container just can't hold it.
It's a perfect analogy. The capacity to receive and hold is compromised. Have you ever felt that relentless need to accumulate more and more? Or worried excessively about hypothetical future losses, even when, objectively, you're doing okay?
That never enough feeling.
That constant internal pressure, that frantic energy, it can be a sign that this light of certainty, yaqeen, is dimming within.
I can definitely relate to the psychological toll of that. That constant anxiety about the future, even when you're working incredibly hard. It's that feeling of never quite having enough or never feeling truly secure, no matter what you achieve or accumulate. It seems like the blockage here isn't just about the absence of provision, maybe, but more about the inability to experience it fully or peacefully. It leaves you feeling perpetually uneasy.
That's a very insightful way to put it. Yes, the experience is diminished.
Okay, what's the third blockage?
The third one our sources highlight is inner arrogance towards blessings. Alistila abatini ala anima.
Inner arrogance.
Sure.
So not just being ungrateful out loud.
No, it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Deeper than overt ingratitude, where you might complain or just fail to appreciate gifts. This is described as a hidden, often subconscious feeling of absolute self-entitlement.
Entitlement. Wow.
Yeah, a deep-seated conviction that the blessings you receive are a right, something you earn solely through your own effort, your own merit, not as a favor or a gift from the giver. It's that internal attitude of, I achieved this, I deserve this, I did it all myself.
So it's not just taking things for granted, but truly fundamentally believing you deserve them without any real recognition of a source beyond your own efforts.
Exactly.
Like someone who gets a huge inheritance but immediately thinks, well, of course I managed my relationship with them so well, or my clever planning set this up, completely dismissing the actual act of generosity from the person who left it.
That's a perfect analogy. It completely minimizes the giver and the grace involved. And this deep-seated arrogance, even if it's subtle, even if it's unexpressed, it strips the blessing of its spirit, of its baraka.
Baraka again. So the quality diminishes.
Precisely. The outward form might remain the money, the job, the health, whatever it is, but its essence, its true benefit, its ability to truly nourish you and grow, that's lost. It's a subtle kind of spiritual erosion.
Where appreciation gets replaced by, what? A cold sense of what's simply due.
Exactly. Sense of due. The source points out